Good afternoon, good evening, sports fans, and we thank you for joining us on this live streaming event on TableRockSports.net. Coming up here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion in Medford, Oregon, we've got the Lakeview Hawkers in town taking on the host Cascade Christian Challengers. Jim McCoy here along with Mark McLemore and Colton Treadway on the camera. Lakeview off to a good start this year. 13-2 record, 3-1 league record. Meanwhile, the Challengers unbeaten in league play and a 14-3 overall record in the rankings right now. For the OSAA, you have the Challengers at number 8 and the Hawkers at number 10. In terms of looking at common opponents, I guess one of the things that jumps out at me, Mark, as I look at it, they've both played St. Mary's, and they lost a road date over at the Crusaders' place. And we were just talking a little bit about that's not an easy place to play.
No, it's not. And the other common opponent is Bonanza, who they beat 59-51. And the Challengers took care of Bonanza 77-45. So, those are the common opponents. You look at the Hawkers' record, and they haven't played a lot of teams with really stellar record so far. They've kind of played a mixed bag of teams. They did beat Mazama, which is a nice win for them over a 4A school a little earlier in the season, 51-50. And they've been in some tight games as the season's gone along for sure. So it'll be interesting here tonight to see how this all plays out. What's interesting to me a little bit about the schedule is that, that you see we're getting toward the end of the schedule, and both these teams, I kind of predict that, it's going to be St. Mary's, Cascade Christian, and Lakeview sort of the top of the league so far. At least that's the way it's kind of playing out. So it's an important for the Challengers after that big win on Friday night to stay focused tonight, because you could easily overlook Lakeview after a big win like they had on Friday night and not take the Hawkers seriously and get yourself in some early trouble. So hopefully the Challengers are going to be prepared and ready to go with a lot of energy and effort here tonight.
Well, and I think that's one of those situations where, at least in terms of the anticipation of what will come up on their league schedule, that contest at St. Mary's is going to be even tougher than the one here was. And then Lakeview playing over at their place after a long road trip. That's not an easy one. So, yeah, most certainly you have to take care of what's right in front of you and respect your opponent. And, of course,
certainly at home, right? I mean,
right.
That's the big thing too. Take care of business at home to start. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good opportunity here for the Challengers to kind of make a statement. We've got this Lakeview game, and then we've got coming up next week. We have the game at over on the coast at Brookings, and that's sort of signals the end of the first round of the teams playing each other, because then we go back after that to Rogue River again, whom we've already played so far in league. So this game and the Brookings game next Friday are the end of, or this Friday, excuse me, are the end of the first round of the league. So,
right. Well, and again, you talk about tough places to play.
Yes.
I mean, it seems like, I remember how they used to call the old Oregon court the pit.
Yep.
In a way, Brookings Harbor almost has that similar feel.
Yeah, it does.
You feel like you're looking straight up at everybody, and their fan base definitely comes out in full-throated support of their team, and it comes after a road trip. At least as far as road trips go, I'm not sure which one I less look forward to, whether it's going to Brookings, all the windy roads. Brookings itself is another story.
Yes.
Kind of the same deal with Lakeview. Lakeview, nice little town, but it's a long road trip out there.
Well, and you got to go through really 3 different passes on the way. Lake of the Woods, and then there's a pass, about halfway between Lakeview and and Klamath that you have to go through, and then there's another pass right before you get to Lakeview that you go through.
Right.
So there's 3 different passes that you end up going through, and if the weather's not good, it's even a longer trip, and it's a long trip to start with, especially on a bus. Let me tell you.
I wonder if people remember. You remember that game? This would have been back when the younger Cheney brother was playing for the Challengers, that you and I went over in your vehicle.
Yep.
And it was raining, and there was a leak in the roof.
Yep.
I think in the little gym. So
Yep.
the JV, everybody had to play on the main floor.
Yep.
So the boys' game, I think, didn't start till 8:30 at night.
That's something like that. Yep.
And then it looked like we were playing, passing through a game of asteroids on the way home.
Or the Star Wars thing when they go to hyperspeed.
Yes.
That's what it looked like pretty much all the way from Lakeview back to Klamath Falls. And I remember that because we took Mariah. Remember, she was going to college over at OIT at the time.
Yeah.
Took her back to her dorm room from Lakeview, and we picked her up on the way over there. And, yeah, it was like Star Wars all the way back from Lakeview to Klamath Falls. Luckily, we had that big Sequoia with the 4-wheel drive that we were in all the way over and back. But, there's been some heck of a trip. Trips happened over back between there and here. And, this one we're taking is on the 17th of February, too. So, coming up shortly. So that's going to be a long evening. And the problem with it, and one of the things I don't understand about it, is it's on a Tuesday. Love to have those long trips on Friday like we do this week with the Brookings one.
So that means one of the things I need to plan for that day is in my broadcasting class, I won't see Rowan. I won't see Andy.
Probably
I won't
not.
see Hutton. I won't see Jeremiah.
Yeah,
and I got 5 basketball guys in on that. So skeleton crew that day.
Yes, because we usually don't get back to till 1 or 2 in the morning after that trip. So.
Yeah. No, it's a long one. But all that to say, I know the Honkers, I can remember an occasion they came out here on a midwinter game, and they had some kind of bus breakdown on the way over that kind of stretched things out by a couple of hours. So, and that's just, that's high school sports. I can remember the Challenger boys soccer team traveling out to Paisley. Thankfully, we didn't get any further than about 10 miles out of Klamath Falls before we had a bus breakdown, and we had to reschedule. We ended up playing a home and away against Paisley that season. Anyway, some crazy stuff. But tonight, everybody's here. It's been a pleasant day, and this Lakeview team, I'll be really interested. I recognize some names like Takini from football season.
Yep.
Parker Johnson, that there are going to be these guys that they're multi-sport athletes. That's kind of one of the cool things I think about the smaller schools is that, you don't see quite nearly as much specialization. So
no, you really don't. And I talked to their coach a little bit. They've only got 18 kids in their whole program this year. That's why they don't have a JV2 team.
All right. Well, we got Shane Petch at courtside getting ready to introduce the starting lineups for tonight's game. And of course, I see we got Charlie the Challenger in the house, the new Challenger mascot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got to have him.
Oh, yeah. Lots of energy. And here we go. Starting lineups.
A senior guard, number 0, Colin Takini. A senior post, number 1, Matt Finetti. A senior guard, number 2, Parker Johnson. A senior guard, number 3, Tommy Gallagher. And a junior guard, number 4, Anthony Lamas. The Honkers are under the direction of head coach Wes Davies and assistant coach Chad Albertson. And now, for your Cascade Christian Challenger. A 6'1" junior guard, number 2, Hudson Gossman. A 6'2" senior guard, number 3, forward, number 10, Andy Alvarez. The 6'2" senior wing, number 12, Derek Carter. And the 6'3" sophomore wing, number 23, Jake Holden.
Well, there you have it, the starting lineup for the Cascade Christian Challengers and the Lakeview Honkers. Both teams out on the floor. Challengers coming off a win against St. Mary's, while the Lakeview Honkers coming off a win against Brookings Harbor.
Yeah, I believe that game was played at St. Mary's, which is smart, I think, on the part of those two schools to play it here in Medford and not have to drive all the way to the other person's school. I think they're doing that both times they play each other this year.
Good thinking, good thinking. Challengers in their home whites, the Hayes in the barn. It's tip-off time. Challengers control the tip. Flecker with the reverse, 2. So the Challengers take the early 2-0 lead. Takini with the basketball, drives hard to the hole. There to collect the miss is Derek Farmer.
Good drive by Takiti. Gets around Gottsman right off the bat.
Ball tipped away, and that'll go out of bounds. So for the Honkers, number 1 is Matt Finetti. Number 2 is Parker Johnson. Tommy Gallagher is number 3. Anthony Lamas is number 4. Making a move to the hoop, Jake Holden. Challengers leading scorer, averaging about 17 points a game. Near steal, and it is taken by Farmer. Farmer quickly up the floor. Holden, he lays it up and in.
And I like the energy and effort so far from the Challengers. They're on it tonight.
Out of back court. Takini with the basketball now for Johnson. Working against Gottsman. The runner, he gets it to go. Johnson with the first bucket of the ball game for the Honkers. Gottsman kicks it out to Holden. Around the horn it goes. Shot from downtown. Derek Farmer. Farmer doesn't shoot a ton of them, but he makes a ton of them.
He makes a high percentage of them for sure.
Team leader in three-point percentage for the Challengers. Here, trying to make a move. Parker Johnson.
I think Alvarez is going to pick that one up, I think.
And indeed it is. The sophomore big man with his first personal of the ball game. Parker Johnson, senior guard. And we've seen him on the gridiron as well. First free throw attempt, a little bit long. He'll have another one coming. Challenger early lead is 7.
Yeah, nice start by the Challengers getting out to the 7-point lead right off the bat.
Second attempt on its way, and that one's good.
See if they can run some offense now here. Looks like Lakeview settling into a 2-3 zone.
Klecker with the basketball for Farmer. Farmer, high post to Holden. He starts to make a move. Good defense there. That was Gallagher that got a hand on it.
And apparently off of Jake's foot and out of bounds.
Wyatt Gooden checking in, sophomore guard. We're about 2 minutes into the contest. Taking it midcourt is Matt Finetti. Down in the corner, Takini, Finetti. There, out high, Anthony Lamas. Pulling up, shooting from 18, shot long by the Honkers. Taking it out of backcourt will be Brady Klecker. Farmer pulls up and shoots. His shot off to the right, no good. Offensive rebound by Holden. Holden He's going to kick it out. They'll swing it. Alvarez.
Right idea, just not a good pass that time by Alvarez.
So on the turnover, the Hawkers get it back. Trailing by 6. Hutton Walker gets ready to check into the ball game. Driving, a swat there by Gottsman. And the Challengers get the basketball. Klecker out of backcourt. Kicks it out. Farmer. Derek directing traffic. And they'll get it down baseline for Alvarez. He backs in, makes a move. Shot a little bit long. Gottsman offensive rebound. Holden over to Huddy. He knocks it down from three-point range. He has definitely come alive in the last week or two.
Yeah, he's definitely got past his little shooting slump and starting to really make some noise for the Challengers here as they lead 12-3 early.
Timeout called on the floor, and we will take one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Back here to live action at the Cascade Christian Pavilion. 12-3 your score. Takini with it. Picks up his dribble. Passes for Lamas. Over in the corner. Drive hard to the hoop. Shot won't go. Gavin Hayes, who's in the ball game, collects the miss. Gottsman driving hard to the basket. Draws the foul. And that'll go against Colin Takini. That'll be his first personal of the ball game. First team foul for Lakeview. Jake Holden, he's got it going early.
He's got 6.
Well, this Challenger team plays downhill.
Well, they do, and they look for the open guys, and they share the ball well. And some guys, when in certain situations, are going to get a lot of opportunities. And Jake, so far early, has gotten a lot of them.
Shot missed by Finetti. Challengers on the outlet. They try to get it going on the break, and a little out of control, and out of bounds it goes.
Third turnover of the quarter here for the Challengers.
Mikey Covey checking into the ball game. Sophomore forward.
Comes in for Klecker.
He'll leave. He measures his stats, and there's Gottsman with it. He gets it to go. Covey measures his stats and bumps and dents.
Yes, no doubt about it. Every team needs an enforcer.
Yes, and he fills the bill quite well. Lamas with the basketball. They'll dump it inside. Taken away there. Good play by Hayes defensively. Up the floor for Covey. His shot won't go. Hayes got a hand on it. Couldn't reel it in. Johnson with the basketball. They'll swing it up top. Try to go inside. A little too much mustard on the fastball, and it'll go out of bounds.
5 turnovers already for Lakeview here in the first quarter. We're just a little over halfway done. Challengers, however, have 3, so they're not exactly stellar in that category either so far. But fast-paced game, and the Challengers have taken advantage of a lot of transition opportunities here early and turned them into buckets.
Hutton Walker directing traffic. Gottsman down in the corner. Holden will fire his shot long. Fight for the ball, and there, running it down is Holden. Holden with the basketball.
You can see Lakeview in the 2-3.
Walker, Gottsman from the wing. His shot won't go, and have a foul, I believe, against Hayes, and that'll be his first of the game. Klecker and Alvarez checked back in.
Fouls on Cascade's number 11, Gavin Hayes is first.
For Hayes, his first personal foul of the ball game. 2:32 left to go in the first. Quickly out of back court, Parker Johnson. Johnson with the runner. Taking the miss, Andy Alvarez.
Good job by Walker, kind of forcing him wide, making him take a really tough runner.
Walker tries to penetrate, and once again, pass. Saw a lot of this in the girls' game, too. Just passes just a little bit off target. And I'm sure that'll be a point of discussion in future timeouts.
I'm sure it will be.
Farmer getting ready to check back in the ball game for the Challengers.
Challengers seem to be keeping somewhat their normal rotation that we see them do throughout the game.
Finetti right at the top of the key, looking for a cutter. He's going to go ahead and take matters into his own hands against Alvarez. Thinks better of it, kicks it out. Gallagher, shot off the back of the rim, and Alvarez with the rebound. Walker way out high. Screened by Alvarez. Pass down in the corner. Klecker pulls up, shoots. His shot catches every part of the rim and falls.
Nice touch on that one. Little backspin holds it right there, and it ends up bouncing in.
Klecker with 4 in the game. Challenger with the 15-point lead. Pulling up and shooting. Shot a little bit short. Parker Johnson. Challengers quickly on the move. Bounce pass broken up there defensively is Tommy Gallagher.
Yeah, Klecker trying to thread the needle there and probably just should have crossed over and drove the lane.
And there with the steal, Andy Alvarez quickly out of the backcourt to Gottsman. Gottsman with the floater.
He's got 7 now early. And the Challengers with a big quarter here to start.
Meanwhile, shot way short there to get the rebound. Bronson Campuzano, who's in the ball game.
To the line shooting 2, Parker Johnson.
Johnson fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. And that'll go against Walker. That'll be his first. Johnson. Opportunity to put points on the board, and he connects on the first free throw attempt.
And so far, Johnson the only one with points for Lakeview in this one. He's got all 4 of their points so far.
Well, we got another attempt coming. Second one is good. Takini back into the ball game, and Parker Johnson will take a well-deserved breather. Walker, inside 10 seconds to go. Klecker with it. Walker will fire from 3. His shot misses everything, and the Hawkers will get it back with 1.8. Time for the old buzzer heave. And
it hits the curtain.
So we've got 1 quarter in the book. It's Cascade Christian 20 and Lakeview 5. We'll be back in 1 minute on TableRockSports.net.
The Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
The Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia.
Start of the second quarter. And want to remind you that any time is a great time to swing by Dutch Bros for your favorite treat. They support the communities that support them. And also, don't forget after the game, Abby's Pizza. Challengers with the steal. Ball over in the corner. Holden with it. They'll dump it down low post for Alvarez. Back to Gottsman. Now Holden goes downhill and he scores.
That's when Jake's the best, when he gets in the key area and elevates, because no one can elevate with him.
He's got hops. He's got 8 in the game too.
9 for 14 shooting for the Challengers in that first quarter. That's incredible. And just 1 for 10 for Lakeview, thus the score.
Meanwhile, letting fly with a 3, shot short by Wyatt Gooden. Challengers collect the rebound. Farmer will walk things up.
And it looks like Lakeview's went to man now against the Challengers.
Farmer pulls up at the free throw line. Klecker will kick it out. Gottsman. Farmer will fire from 3. Nothing but that.
He's got 6, 2 threes so far for him. Challengers in the 1-3-1 right now.
Meanwhile, Takini lays it up and in.
Can't let him through there as he drives the seam of the 1-3-1. Nice job by him getting to the rim.
Ciel Barajas in the ball game. Farmer.
Heat check.
Yep. Not quite so hot. Alvarez misses the putback attempt. Klecker. He'll pull up, and then he's going to go ahead and feed inside for Holden.
He's got to make that one. That was a chippy. Can't get it down.
Bounce pass, Takini.
Yeah, I don't think you want to stay in this 1-3-1 very long. Lakeview doing a good job against it of knocking down shots.
Honkers coached by Wes Davies, assisted by Shad Albertson. Klecker tried to dump it inside for Alvarez. It'll be Cascade ball. Hutton Walker checking in. And Hudson Gottsman checking out. Walker going to take care of the inbound underneath the Challenger basket. Holden with it to Farmer. They'll dump it down low. Alvarez kisses it off the window for 2. Randy, his first bucket of the ball game. Lamas with it, and a steal by the Challengers. Farmer feeds up the floor for Klecker, and he scores. 5:16 left to go in the half.
And that's what the 1-3-1 is good for if you're the Challengers. You try to get those.
There, a shot by Lamas, misses everything.
You try to get those steals and quick runouts and some easy buckets out of that 1-3-1. And Lakeview is going to take a full timeout.
And we will do the same. We'll be right back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Cascade basketball. 5:04 left to go in the half. Hutton with the drive to the hoop. He lays it up and in. In class, we call him Junior because he's Bryson's younger brother.
Yep.
And sometimes we call him Hutton Jr. Walker III.
Oh, jeez. That's a mouthful.
The more titles, the better. There, defense, and Takini draws the foul. Walker will be charged with his second personal foul of the contest. A little conversation now going on with head coach Brian Morse, who has 721 career wins to his credit.
Well, some of that discussion is which number 0 has driven to his right every single time that he's got the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So do we think we should let him go to his right? Probably not.
Maybe not. Takini makes both his free throws. 31-12. Walker out of backcourt. Gottsman. His entry pass broken up, but there. Derek Farmer. Well, he had to try it. Yeah, it didn't quite work out. Anthony Lamas. Now to Keeney. Collin picks up his dribble. Back to Lamas. And Takini from downtown misses the shot. Johnson, offensive rebound. Attempt nothing but glass. Holden quickly up the floor for Walker. See Huddy Gottsman back in the ball game. Then Gavin Hayes in the low post. They'll dump it down low for him. Oh!
No. All the way around the rim and off.
30-12. Your score. Johnson, his shot in and out. Hayes fighting for the rebound. And whistle underneath. Takini whistled for the foul. Checking in, Matt Finetti, Tommy Gallagher back.
And Mikey Covey and Klecker back in for the Challengers.
Might be fun to watch Covey and Barajas from Lakeview go at a couple of guys with muscle. Takeaway by the Honkers, and they're going to call him for carrying the basketball.
Well, the Challengers with way too many turnovers so far in this one. 7 so far, and we're not even through the halftime. And they've just turned the ball over. Not luckily for them, not quite as much as Lakeview.
Right.
11 for Lakeview unofficially so far.
Wyatt Scott getting ready to make an appearance. Walker, Klecker kicks it out. Gottsman goes downhill, and now here's Walker with it. Across the paint he goes, and he lays it up and in. 4 in the game for the freshman guard. Meanwhile, Takini draws a lot of traffic. And
he's going to get to the free throw line again? Or did they call it on the ground? Looked like they called it on the ground against Klecker.
Well, Brady, that'll be his first personal of the ball game. Second team foul. Gooden back in for Lakeview. Finetti, now a shot from the corner. Lamas. And a foul against Cascade Christian.
It's going to be Hutton Walker's third.
And it'll be an inbound for Lakeview. Lamas, bounce pass. Shot there, rejected by Hayes. Ball knocked away. It'll be Cascade Christian basketball.
Another turnover for Lakeview, unfortunately for them. That's their 12th here in the first half. That Challenger defense has been very effective so far.
It's never a good sign when you have as many turnovers as you have points. Meanwhile, speaking of turnovers, Lakeview gets it back. Driving hard, Johnson. Covey with the rebound. Walker out of backcourt. Walker makes a move. And he's just got all kinds of quickness.
He does. And he attacks the middle of the paint. And, they tell you can't drive a zone. Well, he's been doing it last couple of trips down and gotten some success getting in the paint area and picking up either nice buckets or passes to those around him.
Yeah, Walker says, hold my Gatorade. Watch this.
Yeah. Sometimes, you can get through those top two guys, but usually you have to play off 2 feet at that point and find a teammate because they're going to be collapsing on you. But Walker, last time down, got all the way to the rim. This time he earns a couple of free throws, which he knocks down.
Shot rims off. And it'll be Cascade Christian basketball. Bronson Campuzano. Now there's another big fella for Lakeview. So they got a couple of mashers that they can turn to. Gottsman out of backcourt along with Holden. Covey trying to feed Alvarez in the low post. He'll dump it off for Holden, and they'll call him for the travel.
Interesting call. Kind of felt like he didn't have control of the ball. It's hard, you really can't travel if you don't have the ball.
Right.
And usually when there's a travel, there's more than one ref blowing his whistle, and when there's only one,
makes you think.
It makes you think. And you saw Coach Morse discuss it over there on the sideline.
Ball out high. Takiti on the drive, doing his Hutton Walker imitation. Ball out of bounds. It'll be Lakeview basketball with 1:27 left to go in the first half. Firing from the corner, Takiti overshoots the runway. Holden out of backcourt. He'll drive hard to the hole, and we have a foul on the play.
Like I said, when he elevates, you're not going to block his shot, but Finetti comes over and at least hacks him on the arm on the way by.
It's like, bro, you might get some points, but you're going to have to earn it.
No, not the free throw line.
So Holden at the free throw line. His first attempt rims off. He's got 8 in the ball game. So right about half his season average. He'll have another free throw attempt coming. And a guy who's ordinarily around 80%.
Missed them both. Yeah, he's been one of the best free throw shooters for the Challengers. And Takiti's a problem.
Yeah.
The Challengers are not able to stay in front of him.
And that'll go against Huddy Gottsman. His first personal foul of the ball game. 4th team foul for the Challengers. Takiti.
I think Hutton Walker has picked up quite a few fouls so far. He's got 3 playing against Takiti. So we'll see if he picks him up again here late in the first half.
Attempt is good. 35-14. Walker sends it left side. Holden again trying to thread the needle and doesn't work out so well. Meanwhile, Wyatt Gooden drives to the hole and makes it a 35-16 ball game. 45 seconds to go in the half. Walker's going to shoot. Walker's going to score. Walker with the triple. He's been working on extending his range.
He really has.
And meanwhile, laying it up, laying it in, Takini. Takini's got 11 in the game. Walker out of backcourt. It's going to take a little stroll.
Yep, make this the last shot of the first half.
And he'll go to work against Johnson. Gets a screen from Alvarez. There's Wyatt Scott. Rainbow jumper, just a little off to the left.
Good shot from Wyatt, just a little bit long.
The right idea. Time running down. Takini, his shot off the back iron, and that will end the first half of play. We invite you to stay tuned. Coming up, we'll have the halftime report brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. The program guide is out with all kinds of great ideas, sports leagues, activities for all. Medford Parks and Recreation Department. We'll have that report for you coming up here in 2 minutes on TableRockSports.net.
The Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
The Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, the Cascade Christian Challengers find themselves leading by 20 at the half by a score of 38-13. Did you know that the city of Medford is the largest provider of sports leagues and activities here in the Medford area? The program guide is out. Make sure to check it out and see if there's something for you there. They've got a little something for everybody. And that's the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. The Challengers asserted themselves early. Points on the break. 20 points in the first quarter, 18 in the second. And they've done well. First quarter, they held Lakeview to 5. And Lakeview was able to pick it up a little bit, get some players involved along with Takini and Johnson. And
they get 13 points in the second quarter.
So they do a little better in that regard, and so the Challengers miss on one of their goals of single-digit quarters, but overall, safe for turnovers. It has been a hot shooting game for the Challengers.
Well, it certainly has. Challengers 16 for 27, 59% from the field. Boy, you shoot anything over 50, and you got to be thrilled as a coach. Unfortunately for Lakeview, they're 5 for 25. That's just 20%. So Lakeview not shooting the ball very well at all. Challengers defense has been phenomenal, forcing 12 turnovers by Lakeview as well. Challengers with 9, though. Not exactly stellar for the Challengers. I'm sure that's going to be one of the things discussed at halftime is not giving up, not turning the ball over, taking care of the basketball. And then scoring, first for Lakeview, Takini, who kind of had a slow start. If you remember correctly, Parker Johnson scored the first 5 points of the game for Lakeview.
Right.
Takini ends up with 11 in the first half. Johnson does end up with those 5, and Wyatt Gooden has 2. And that's all the scoring for Lakeview in the first half. For Cascade Christian, Hutton Walker leading the way tonight with 9 points at half. Jake Holden has 8 right behind him. Hudson Gottsman with 7. Brady Klecker has 6. Derek Farmer also has 6, and Andy Alvarez has a bucket for 2. So that's your scoring in the first half. So nice balanced scoring really by the Challengers with, the 6 guys, the 5 starters plus Hutton Walker scoring all the points here in the first half.
Well, Challengers cruising right along, finding themselves well out in front of this game. And at the intermission coming up for the Challengers on their schedule, they'll take a road trip to Brookings Harbor on Friday night. And again, the Bruins ended up taking a loss to these Honkers, but playing on the road will be a different proposition.
Yes.
And then coming up for Lakeview, they will be at home on Friday night against Rogue River. It's like you said, Mark, you can see definitely, at the very least, probably the third best team in the league are the Honkers. And you can see those places where you've got, sometimes it's one of those deals where you have athletes and then you have basketball players.
Yep.
I think Lakeview has a lot of athletes, and in that mix, a couple of basketball players. And you can see that there's the capacity in there to win ball games.
Yeah, definitely. Rough shooting night for them so far, but a lot of that I think you can credit to the Challenger defensive pressure. The one thing the Challengers have that has been pretty darn consistent all season long is that defensive pressure, and that a lot of times teams are not used to that.
Right.
They're used to teams playing zones or teams playing, kind of soft defense. You don't see that with Cascade Christian, and it's unusual the amount of pressure that the Challengers put on you. And we've seen it with everyone. I mean, even St. Mary's was, didn't score all that many points in that game the other night because of that Challenger pressure.
Well, I think that was just, a big turning point in Coach Morris's career. Basically, early in his coaching career, and I can remember playing a zone in high school, and a lot of people played the zone. But, as he, got some instruction, some tutelage from Dennis Murphy, that was when he bought into the idea of man-to-man defense, and it's been a staple of the Challengers ever since. As you mentioned, they'll do some zone looks here and there, but in stretches, and really the staple is the man-to-man.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, being the JV coach, we don't even teach them a zone. I mean, I do teach them a little bit about the principles of the 1-3-1 that they run, that the varsity runs, but it's an extended zone, and it's a zone that's made to get some turnovers and easy buckets in transition, as you saw in the first half. So it's like a mix-up from the man-to-man. Every once in a while, you'll run it just to get the team sort of off balance that you're playing. But other than that, you're not going to see the Challengers run a zone.
No.
You're going to see them give high and hard man-to-man pressure defense to everyone they play, and not only that, it's a concept of help defense as well. If someone gets around you, there should be someone else coming to help, and
right.
A rotation on the backside, and so the Challengers have lived by that defense now for many years, and you've seen great results with it.
Absolutely. We'll take one final timeout here and want to remind you to check out RogueXMedford.com. Open swims and all kinds of activities for you and the family. RogueXMedford.com. We'll go ahead and take a final timeout and get ready for the start of the second half. You're watching the Challengers and the Honkers here on TableRockSports.net.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, we're getting ready for the start of the third quarter. Challengers leading by 20, 38-18. Among the Challenger starters, as Mark mentioned, Jake Holden with 8 points. Hudson Gottsman also had a good first half with 7, and Hutton Walker has just been something else off the bench with 9
points, to lead the way for Cascade Christian here in the first half. The 5 starters and Walker all in the scoring column, scoring all of the Challenger points there in the first half.
Challengers, they have the rock to start the second half in their home white uniforms. Holden kicks it out. Gottsman, Farmer in front of the Challenger bench. He had a couple of threes in the first half. Near steal by Johnson. Holden will pull up, shoot from 15. A shot a little bit long. Ball tipped around. Lamas, you saw Gottsman got a hand on it. Takini, who's been a headache, and there he goes hard to the hole and takes a hard tumble there. And Challenger going down.
It's Jake.
And got a quick injury timeout. I think we'll go ahead and step away here momentarily and be right back.
I think he just got his knee banged.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you. Former athletes.
Parents.
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes in stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
So Coach Morris and assistant coach Jordan Jenkins help Holden off the court.
Takiti now 5 for 5 from the free throw line, and he's been making a living there most of the night.
Second attempt, that one's good.
6 for 6.
18-point game. Hutton Walker now in the lineup for Cascade.
Place to Jake.
Farmer with it, drives hard to the hole, and has it swatted away. Parker Johnson there. Tell you, these little water bug guards have been tough. Takiti, his shot rims out. Climbing the golden ladder for the rebound is Hutton Walker. Walker out of backcourt. Johnson bumps into him. And that will send. Actually, that'll be Johnson's second.
Side out of bounds for the Challengers.
Farmer in the high post makes his move. His shot a little short. Hawkers out of backcourt. Johnson with it now. A little Euro step. He scores. Johnson with 5 in the game. Walker to Farmer. Skip pass to Gottsman. Huddy with it. Feeds inside for Alvarez. He gets the roll.
And the Challengers needed a bucket right there just to sort of stem the momentum that Lakeview had picked up. And with, obviously with Jake going out.
Meanwhile, the shot from Finetti won't go. Offensive rebound, and now up top. Takini with it. Moves to his right. Finetti out of the high post. He'll send it up top. He'll set the screen. Takini with the drive to the hoop.
And they're going to get Gottsman on another foul.
Foul will be against Gottsman. That'll be his second personal foul for the Challengers. That'll be their second team foul of the quarter. Finetti, bounce pass to Keeney, banks it home. Challenger lead is now 16. Timeout called by the Challengers. We will take one as well. It is 40-24. Challengers will be right back.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can, as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options as far as a fresh dessert go. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning...
Here at the Pavilion, 5:35 left to go in the third quarter of play.
Cascade ball.
Hawkers making a little noise here in the third quarter. Still the Challengers with a 16-point lead. Walker with some space. Right wing for Farmer. Skip pass to Klecker. Down in the corner for Alvarez. Alvarez being hounded. Klecker. Skip pass over for Farmer. He lets it fly, and he does it again.
Nice shot by Farmer. Good jump pass by Klecker. Skip pass by Klecker.
Takini's shot, short. Gottsman with the rebound. Huddy out of backcourt. Finds Klecker. Farmer, his shot a little bit short. Alvarez gets a hand on it.
And that's going to be foul number 4 on Hutton Walker. So they're going to have to go a little farther down the bench here. At least I think so.
Yep. Well, and it's Gavin Hayes coming in for Alvarez.
I kind of thought he'd come in for Hutton. Coach is figuring it out right now. He's going to put Mikey in for him, it looks like.
Out of backcourt, it'll be Tommy Gallagher to Parker Johnson. Johnson shakes and moves, and we have a foul.
It's going to be on Farmer. Little two-hand shove. Good call, actually.
And that'll be his first foul of the ball game. Mucky Covey comes in as Walker comes out. So they're already minus Jake Holden, who's being treated right now. And the shot in and out. Hayes with the rebound. Outlets for Farmer. Klecker eyes the three, slashes, feeds Hayes. He banks it home.
Nice pass by Klecker that time.
4:12 left to go in the third. Parker Johnson on the drive. And that'll send him to the charity stripe.
That's 3 on Hudson.
Challengers starting to run out of guards.
Well, they got a couple down there. Just a little deeper on the bench. I saved him a couple quarters. I can tell you that because we were a little worried about who was going to be healthy for this game.
Channing Driscoll making, I believe, his first varsity appearance of the season.
Yep, I think so.
At least his first is at home, I can say that. 4:04 to go in the quarter. Free throw attempt falls. Takini back in the lineup. Driscoll, I believe he's a sophomore, right?
Yes, he is.
And he's going to bring it out of backcourt. Klecker with the basketball. Near steal. Driscoll in the corner. Hayes tries to pass out of the double team. And it'll be Cascade ball. And Wyatt Gooden whistled for the personal foul. That'll be his first of the ball game. Driscoll. Covey. Klecker making a move, pulls up, shoots.
And he's fouled.
And that'll send Brady Klecker to the free throw line. Relatively quiet night by Klecker standards. But he has an opportunity here to extend the Challenger lead of 20. First free throw attempt is good. Jacoby Getman checking in. Gavin Hayes will come out.
There's two of those guys that play extended, a lot of minutes for me.
Klecker, 2 for 2 from the stripe. Challenger lead is 22. Klecker has 8 in the game. Takini, left side, now up top it goes. Lamas back in the hands of Takini, guarded by Mikey Covey. And Takini, well, I'll tell you what, Covey there doing Covey things defensively. Klecker with it, his shot in and out.
Nice move by him, just can't finish it.
Takini drives against Covey, and he gets it to go. 17 in the game for Colin Takini. 47-27 Challengers, 250 and near steal there. Driscoll penetrates, finds Alvarez. Nice teamwork. Alvarez, 6 in the game. Driscoll with the assist. Lakeview will call a timeout. And we will do the same. We'll be back in 60 seconds on TableRockSports.net.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, 2:35 left to go in the third. Cascade Christian leading 49-27. Challengers come out of the timeout with Klecker, Getman, Mikey Covey, Channing Driscoll, and Andy Alvarez. Gallagher, or Johnson. Johnson starts a drive. And now making a move, Finetti, his shot way short. There's Johnson underneath. And he's there with the putback.
Parker Johnson.
Oh, here we'll have Driscoll out of backcourt. Kicks it out. Klecker will shoot from downtown. His shot rolls around and off, but there is Covey. And he misses the putback attempt with 1:50 left to go in the third quarter of play. Shot from downtown. Missed. Parker Johnson. And he'll shoot off the glass. And an and one opportunity. And that'll send Johnson to the free throw line. Channing Driscoll whistled for his first personal foul. Johnson has 12 in the game. Hayes in the ball game. Gottsman in as well. Johnson, nothing but net. They do make their free throws.
Yes, they do. Very good free throw shooting team, at least from what we've seen.
Pass by Klecker, intended for Hayes, broken up. Meanwhile, gliding to the hoop, Johnson misses. Klecker with the rebound, takes it quickly out of backcourt. Looking for Covey. And he's there. Patience on the shot. He gets it to go.
This time he takes his time and finishes.
51-32. Gallagher for Johnson on the left wing. He'll drive. His shot, nothing but glass. Putback attempt, no good. Hayes will collect and take it out of backcourt. Driscoll there. He'll fire from three. Nothing but that. That was the definition of a clean shot.
Yeah, he can knock him down if he's open like that. Definitely can.
Anthony Lamas, number 4. He'll pass over to the left side for Gooden. Gooden working on Covey. 23 seconds left to go in the quarter. Johnson guarded by Hayes. And he'll throw up a shot, gets it to go with the left hand. So the Honkers living off their guard play.
He's got 15, does Johnson, with a free throw coming.
And then you've got 17. So basically, Takini and Johnson have accounted for 32 of Lakeview's 34 points. Free throw attempt short. Ball's loose on the floor. Jump ball the call. Possession, Honkers. Alvarez going to check back in the ball game. Klecker will come out for a breather with 10.8 to go in the quarter. Lamas inbounds. Finetti shooting from downtown. Lamas offensive rebound, and Gooden gets it to go. Meanwhile, buzzer heave, and that will end the third quarter of play. Cascade Christian leads 54-36. We'll be back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
The Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Bedford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
The Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, 54-36 is your score. The Hawkers come out of the timeout with Campiozano in the lineup. He's there along with Eli Cook, White Gooden, Takini's in there, as well as Barajas. Gottsman feeds Farmer, up and over and in.
Farmer's got 11 in this one.
Lakeview with the ball. Gooden gets by Alvarez, penetrates, and double dribble the call. Turnover, Hawkers.
And Challengers just keeping that 20-point lead. Seems like most of the game once they got it. Hawkers back in a 2-3 zone.
Walker, nice feed to Alvarez. He has the finish for eight in the game for Andy Alvarez. Ball loose on the floor. Hutton Walker's like, oh, I'll go chase it down. And now it'll be Challenger basketball. 7:03 left to go in the game. Gottsman and Walker in there along with Klecker, Farmer, and Alvarez. Klecker fires from three, shot in and out. Quickly up the floor, Barajas with it. Sends it to Campiozano.
Challengers, I think, in the 1-3-1 a little bit here. Looks like it to me. Well, maybe not. Maybe they're playing man.
Meanwhile, move to the hoop. Gooden gets it to fall. Wyatt Gooden, he's got 6 in the game. Walker feeds it down low. Alvarez couldn't get the reverse, but it comes out, and now Klecker has it. Fires from the baseline. A shot no good. Alvarez tips it out. Now Klecker going to go to the hole. Little teardrop runner is no good. And it'll be Hawker basketball as Lamas and Matt Finetti return.
6:02 to go here in the fourth quarter. Challengers up by 20. As we mentioned, up 20 at half, and they've just kind of kept that margin here in the second half. Down Jake Holden, who appears to have an ankle injury. You see him over there on the bench with his ankle in ice. Unfortunate for Cascade.
Hawkers, 3-point attempt. And out of bounds, it'll be Lakeview basketball. 5:44 left to go in the ball game. Taking the inbound is Finetti. They'll feed it off, and Gooden has it now. Start to make a move. Bounce pass cross court. And letting it fly. It misses everything, and it'll be Challenger basketball.
Number 12, Eli Cook.
Eli Cook whistled for the personal foul.
Parker Johnson, enter Lakeview.
Parker Johnson checking in. 20-point game with 5:27 left. Walker brings it out of backcourt. Gottsman. Bounce pass into the paint there. Broken up, though, by Finetti. Finetti. Lamas. Long cross-court bounce pass. Takini starts to drive. Ball comes loose. Gooden will let it fly. Misses the shot. There's Alvarez with the rebound. Quickly up the floor is Klecker. He gains control of it. And Farmer will direct traffic. Finds Gottsman. Down low looking for Alvarez. And a foul against Finetti. Finetti, his third personal foul of the ball game. Finetti will come out.
Looks like Takini might be cramping. He just came out of the game, but I think he might be cramping.
Yep. Looks like they've got it stretching him out. Trying to walk it out. Lamas. And now a little turnaround jumper. That is good. Matt Finetti.
It's his name in the scorebook.
His first bucket of the ball game. Meanwhile, a steal by Cook. Cook out of the backcourt. Can't get it to go. And we'll have a goaltending call against the Challengers. You don't see that in high school ball too much.
Not very much.
But that'll make it a 58-42 ball game. 16-point margin halfway through the fourth. Walker dumps off to Farmer. Hutton in the corner. Over right side, Gottsman, and then right there at the foul line, we have a whistle on the play. And that'll go against Eli Cook. His second of the ball game. Third team foul for Lakeview. Inbound, Alvarez. Alvarez, the baby hook won't go. There to get the rebound is Cook. Has it stolen away by Klecker. Klecker with the basketball. Making the move against Cook. Got Gavin Hayes getting ready to check into the ball game.
Gavin Hayes, enter Cascade.
And Alvarez will take a breather. So it seems like, that backup forward spot has become the property of Gavin Hayes.
Yeah, it certainly has so far anyway.
Hayes with it. Tries to make a move, but tipped away out of bounds. Driscoll and Covey checking into the ball game. Farmer and Gottsman come out. Taking the inbound, Alvarez, way out high to Driscoll. Walker has it. I got kind of a small look backcourt right now.
Oops.
And now a steal by Gooden. Gooden going against Driscoll, and he scores. .301 left to go. Walker dumps it off. Hayes, 2. .246 left to go. Lamas from downtown, and he buries it.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Morse is going to be very happy about this second half as far as the defense goes.
Klecker, fall-away jumper, misses it. Johnson with it, going to drive hard to the hole, misses it. And there's Klecker with the rebound. Covey now to Hayes. Hayes makes it home. Hayes with 6 off the Challenger bench. 2:06 left to go. Lakeview wants to talk things over. And it'll be a full timeout, so we will pause for messages, and then we'll be right back.
Your new year warm and happy with Abby's all new loaded spuds. Hot, cheesy, bacon packed, and easy on the wallet. When January feels cold and budgets feel tight, Abby's got the comfort you're craving. Loaded spuds for a limited time at Abby's.
Serving Southern Oregon for 69 years calls for a celebration, and Lippert's is having one. It's the 69th anniversary celebration. The region's largest in-stock inventory of beautiful flooring is on sale. Waterproof plank, just $269 a square foot. Laminate, $169. Carpet, an amazing 69 cents a square foot. And ask about special no-interest financing during the 69th anniversary celebration at Lippert's Carpet One, Grants Pass, and Medford.
Pepperoni lovers rejoice! Pepperoni Palooza is back at Abby's. Get a large legendary pepperoni for under $20, or go giant with 50% more pizza for just $8 more. Two great prices to conquer every January appetite and budget. Order now at abbys.com.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, I'll tell you what, with stuff that Russell Brown plays during the timeouts, that's almost worth the price of admission itself.
It really is. Does a great job with the music.
There. Ball tipped away by Hutton Walker. So Lakeview gets to try it again. 2:03 left to go in the ball game. Wyatt Scott in for the challengers.
And you can tell Coach has had enough of the lack of defense. He's telling the guys to get up and guard your guy. So we're seeing some full court pressure here by Cascade.
With the ball, Lamas. He'll drive. Kicks it out. Takiti can't get the shot to go. And an offensive foul against Lakeview.
That one's on Takiti.
Offensive foul.
1:48 left to go. The challengers get it back, leading by 15.
Not an offensive foul. It's not shooting. It is 5 fouls, but it's offensive. So now that one will be a shooting one for Hutton Walker.
And he collides there with Gooden. And Hutton Walker, who has 10 in the game.
I think he felt like that was a little bit of one of those football plays there.
Yeah.
On that one as he gets to the line. Kind of got his knee whacked.
First free throw is clean. And Hutton with the free throw extends the challenger lead to 16. Second attempt, maybe a little too much English there, and in and out it goes. Quickly up the floor, Takini. Gooden will let it fly, and he'll score. So it's a 13-point ball game. Walker out of backcourt.
Now you would think the challenger's going to take some time off this clock.
Walker lays it up with the left hand, two. There, shot way off target by Gooden. Offensive rebound by Takini. And a Cascade player's going to get called for the grab. Foul will be against Gavin Hayes. That'll be his second of the ball game.
I'm surprised how long Hutton Walker's made it without fouling out of this one. He's had 4 now for quite some time. He's still in there. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
Meanwhile, the shot, no good by Johnson. Scott the rebound. Scott to Covey. Covey has Hayes. Hayes lays it up and in. Hayes with 8 off the challenger bench.
Yeah, nice night for Hayes.
Meanwhile, steal by Driscoll. Finds Scott quickly up the floor. Hayes, he's in double figures. Off the miss, Scott in the backcourt. Walker saves it. 15 seconds left to go in the game. And Walker's just going to go ahead and let the clock run. And that will end the ball game. Cascade Christian now 4-0 in the Southern Oregon Conference with their victory over the Lakeview Honkers. We will pause for messages, and then we'll be back with our post-game wrap, taking a look at the highlights and the stats from the game. Our post-game show brought to you by Travel Medford and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events. We'll be back in 2 minutes on TableRockSports.net.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Welcome back to the Cascade Christian Pavilion, where the Challengers have run their record to 15-3 overall and 4-0 in the Southern Oregon Conference, with a 69-50 victory against the Lakeview Honkers. The Challengers assumed control early in the ball game. Derek Farmer canning shots from downtown. Also saw good early contributions from Hudson Gottsman. The Challengers ran out to a 20-5 lead early in the ball game. Lakeview came to life in the second quarter, particularly thanks to the efforts of one Colin Takini, and it ended up making for what was a 15-point game. Well, the Challengers did extend the lead, but they also gave up a few buckets I'm sure they would rather have not. But down the stretch, Challengers managed to hold serve. Lakeview came on late in the game. More players began getting involved, but ultimately the Challengers might not by any stretch of the imagination be their best win of the year, but a win nonetheless as they get ready to take to the road on Friday to take on the Brookings Harbor Bruins. Then they'll turn around and coming up early next week, they'll take on Rogue River. Our next broadcast of Challengers basketball on Table Rock Sports will have the Challengers hosting North Valley, and that will be coming up on Friday, February 6th. Meanwhile, Lakeview comes away from this one, and they have a nice little home stretch coming. The Honkers will be at home Friday against Rogue River. Then they'll see St. Mary's in another week, and then a Saturday non-league game against Cross Point Christian. and then they'll have the Bruins on February 10th. And Mark, you've got to look at the final stats on the game. I'm sure it's kind of a game of highs and lows for the Challengers.
Well, it is. I thought they played a really good first half, getting out to the 38-18 lead, and they kind of kept the 20-point lead throughout the rest of the game. But coach is not going to be happy with the 18 and 14-point quarters that they gave Lakeview in the second half. But give Lakeview credit for coming out after halftime and playing hard and scoring some points that they struggled with, shooting the ball in the first half. They ended the first half, if you remember right, 5 for 25. That's 20%. They end the game 18 for 35, or 18 for 55, excuse me. So that's 33%. Much better shooting in the second half for them, and we saw it in how they scored a bunch of points in that second half. They also did a great job from the free throw line. Did Lakeview 11 for 14. That's 78%. That's a really nice night shooting the free throws for them. They did have, however, 18 turnovers. We mentioned 12 in the first half, only 6 in the second, so a better job by them in the second half. Challengers end the game with 15 turnovers. Another thing coach is not going to be happy about after this one. They had 9 in the first half, 6 in the second half, so a little bit better in the second half, but still way too many turnovers for the Challengers in this one. Challengers shoot 29 for 52 from the floor, though. 56% for the game. You shoot over 50, you're going to win a lot of basketball games. That's how they get to those 69 points they scored tonight. And meanwhile, from the free throw line, the Challengers 5 for 8. That's 63%. Scoring, first of all, for Lakeview, Takini had 17. Really a lot of those in the second half. I think he had about 9. Well, maybe he got about half in each half, actually, for them. Finetti had a bucket for 2. Parker Johnson, remember, he scored the first 5 points of the game, ends up with 15 points on the night. Anthony Lamas had 3, and Wyatt Gooden off the bench, he ended up with 13 points tonight, made a 3. They only made 3 threes in this one, but he made one of them and ended the game with 13 points. Challengers scoring for Cascade Christian. Hutton Walker had a nice night tonight. He led the way with 12. Derek Farmer had 11. And then Gavin Hayes, Andy Alvarez, and Brady Klecker all had 8 for Cascade Christian. Hudson Gottsman with 7. And Jake Holden had 10 in limited action as he sprained his ankle in the third quarter. And Mikey Covey had a bucket, and Channing Driscoll had a 3. So nice opportunity for Channing to get in the game and get his first varsity bucket. And the Challengers win this one 69-50. And again, first half, very good. We've talked about this team all season, not really playing consistently for 4 quarters.
Right.
We saw that, I think we saw a pretty good 3-quarter effort against St. Mary's, but in that second quarter they struggled a little bit, and St. Mary's got themselves back in the game, if you remember correctly. So We're still looking for this team to put it all together and put together a 4-quarter performance. So hopefully they'll figure that out before they get to the state tournament, because once you start playing those better teams, you got to have 4 quarters of solid basketball if you're going to beat those good teams. So that's the goal. That's where the Challengers are heading. A nice win tonight, no doubt about that, and a good first half to really put themselves in that position. But now they got to clean up some of those mistakes, the turnovers, and some of those defensive errors that allowed Lakeview to score, a lot of points in that second half. When you look at 32 points they scored in the second half to only 18 in the first half.
Absolutely. Well, that'll put the wraps on tonight's ball game, where the Cascade Christian Challengers defeat the Lakeview Honkers by a score of 69-50. Well, that'll wrap up things here. Again, our next broadcast of Challenger basketball will come up on February 6th against North Valley. For Mark McLemore and Colton Treadway, I'm Jim McCoy. Thank you for joining us, and have a good night.